Hi Capricorn, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of December 2022. I do want to remind you this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I also do want to thank you in advance for hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you haven't joined this Capricorn tribe already, and leaving me a comment, if not several, down below. All right. And as well, the link for the playlist will be down below for you to check out your other placements within your chart for additional messages. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need will be down below once again to book a personal reading. Anyways, let's begin. We're going to pull 6 tarot cards from the Light Series deck to see how your month is going to unravel. And we'll further clarify each one. But let's begin and pull from this small money and career deck that I made myself for Capricorn for December. For Capricorn. Okay, staying focused on you, but I feel like your people are also coming into play. Passionate success, claiming your victory, and confident success. I feel as if people are going to be blown away when it comes to, how confident you truly are when you're pursuing what you're meant to at this point along your path. When you're working your day-to-day job or going after a new opportunity or running your business. Some of you Capricorns drawn to this reading work multiple opportunities, right, at this time for your career in order to make the money you need to support your family, your people, or just to claim your independence, to feel comfortable financially, right, and to make, they're saying headsway to get ahead in your career. You could have goals in mind from the previous months, right, but Spirit's saying get prepared to either set a new goal throughout this month specifically, if not in the upcoming year of 2023. There's more goals to set in place, okay? But it's the combination, if I could even say it, the combination of your confidence and your passion that leaves you ultra successful to the point of impressing people left and right. And this is definitely a 6 of Wands vibe here, where you're claiming your level of victory due to all your hard work, due to, again, that combination of that passion and confidence, due to reaching for more and being reminded in certain ways, depending on your situation, that settling for less is not the way about your path at this point, okay? Career growth, whether you're running a business or working a day-to-day job or both, you're seeing things grow for oneself, okay? I also feel like people are evidently seeing through your work that you're growing, okay? On a day-to-day basis, on a soul level, okay? It's your work changing you, and I feel like you're even, you could be changing your mind about a job, right? And that could, or you already did, and that's evident to a certain extent. I feel like your passion to jump into something new for some of you, that's taking a highlight, okay? Savings increase, and let's pull one more. A true leader. Beautiful. A true leader. I'm not surprised. I feel like there's also a vibe about you at certain points in the month, if not one being highlighted in particular, where you take charge and you're reminded that you're a true leader, and you even remind other people by just doing what you got to do at work, right? Being a shining example, potentially lending a helping hand to somebody, or even training somebody at your day-to-day job, or just being a leader through your business, right? Sometimes having the vibe where if it's got to get done, I'll do it myself, but then it puts you in that spotlight in a leadership sense, okay? And you're being reminded that luck is on your side, even if it hasn't felt like it fully or at all in the recent past, all right? You want these 3 over here. We're going to line them up on the side and then pull the 6 cards. But given there isn't a ton of room, we'll pull the first 3, the first half of the month, clarify, and then we'll clear the board and pull the second half. Beautiful. I don't think that's enough room, actually. All right, so let's do some shuffling. I'm getting a kind of an overly serious vibe about you, and then there's certain other aspects of your life outside of your money and career that make you, even levels of victory, that make you smile, that make you light up, okay? It reminds you of the important things in life, at least to you individually, which is going to vary from case to case for Capricorn. Okay, we've got the 3. That was very interesting. Queen of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. Good energy. Beautiful. Spirit's saying this is going to be a very colorful month for you, okay? But again, we're beginning with the Queen of Wands. Let's clarify each one before we shift on forward and explain. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I feel like this should be over here, but so be it. Wow, Capricorn. I mean, damn. All right, so absolutely beautiful first half of the month. I really see you doing no wrong. I feel like things are falling into place for you. Bear with me as the camera shifted. But let's see here. I do want to push everything over just slightly and we'll have more room. But there are certain levels of stress at the bottom of the deck being highlighted underneath it all. Whether it's you're not getting enough sleep, it could be more so at work, at home, reminds you of a change you desire. It could be you a little bit stressed in regards to all that's on your plate. Try to take a deep breath. You could just be burnt out, okay? Therefore, reminding oneself that you do need to implement self-care, okay, in your downtime and find balance in all. You could be feeling like a bit of a workaholic at a certain point, or just in general. But look at this. We begin the month for you with the Six of Wands clarifying the Queen of Wands. So very much feeling in your power, feeling passionate, but in a bit of a peaceful light. It could even be tying into the fact that you are a bit burnt out, so you're not feeling super energetic or have the ability to overexude oneself, which is working to your advantage all the meanwhile, right? A subtle level of effort here and a subtle level of passion effort here. And over there, it just works to your advantage and gives you the results you need, the level of victory that you're looking for. Some of you are being reminded that this is the point in the month, if not at a different point in the month, where you're needing to acquire, and you will acquire an opportunity that's meant for you, okay? Let's take a deep breath, because I do feel like although things are very victorious, it could feel a little bit overwhelming at certain points, but it's nothing you can't handle. It's this leader-esque sort of victory that you're experiencing at the beginning of the month that just feels gratifying. People viewing you in the right light, okay? You're not a non-stop energizer bunny, excuse me. So do remember that, okay? But we're moving on to the middle of the first half of the month where another set of beautiful energies. The Nine of Cups to clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Putting in a level of work for your business, for your job, or both, or even to acquire a new opportunity. Could be all three of what I mentioned. I wouldn't be surprised given you're a Capricorn. And it's working to your advantage, okay? There's a wish fulfillment in the form of a new level of success, growth, things prospering for you, what you've been putting your efforts towards. Again, it could be this point in the month where you're acquiring a new opportunity, employment, a business expansion for oneself. However it works for you, Spirit's saying, well done, well done. And now I do feel like my entrepreneur Capricorn is drawn to this reading. Any twists of creativity, right? Even if you're re-implementing something from the past in a different manner that you stopped utilizing, it could be a creative idea, something brand new. That's working to your advantage. It's creating more power within it, okay? This creative success is drawing in attention. It's bringing in new customers and clientele for you, right? Businesses wanting to invest in you, into your business. I just feel like this is a turning point towards more for you. Some of you might even find that a creative idea comes to be while you're at your day-to-day job for a new business. Doesn't mean you have to give up your day-to-day job, and it might not be smart to do so right off the bat. But it's something that Spirit's saying, we're gifting you this. We do speak through your mind, right? But I do feel as if the victory, the wish fulfillment that's taking place up until this point in the month feels amazing. It feels amazing. And it just feels like as well, you're being viewed in a light at work or through your business or both as somebody with the arms crossed here who knows what they're doing. Potentially a little bit stubborn in the eyes of others, but I just feel like you know what you're doing and you do it well, right? Doesn't mean at times you won't be open to other ways of doing it to sort of intertwine the two to an extent, or just you may not be too thrilled with a change within a company, okay? And that might be how that's coming through for you. Kind of wanting things to stay the same, but Spirit's saying be open to change. Be open to change in general, okay? Regardless of what you are or are not wrapped up with at this time. The Four of Swords to clarify the Ten of Pentacles for the end of the first half of the month. And so I do feel as if the end, as you make your way to wrap up the first half of the month, there's a focus on your happily ever after. the perfect housing situation for you, the perfect financial situation. It could be both. Some of you, a perfect car, okay? And Spirit's reminding you that you are protected in the midst of acquiring just that, on your quest to ultimate happiness, ultimate success, and just that victory once again. And I do feel like this is one of the points in the month where you see an increase in your savings, and that makes you feel good. It gives you that chance to catch your breath. Okay, things are working out. Okay, I can take a deep breath now and recognize that when something needs to come in, when I need something the most, right? It will just come to be. Spirit's at work in the background, preparing and just maneuvering, even if you don't see it that firsthand. Okay, there's thoughts of family life, there's thoughts of comfort, and if you don't fully feel that where you're at for one reason or another, I'm hearing not enough space, then there's changes to be made in the near future when it's destined. Okay, but I do feel like money flowing in at this time, that is, and even up until this point in general throughout this first half and continuing, it's to support that. Okay, you'll have again what you need when the time is right. Yeah, let's shift on to the second half of the month. You will feel certain levels of comfort even if you desire an improvement or a different switch up, a change, right, in your home situation, or even when it comes to the comfort of your work situation. There still will be, to wrap up that first half, certain levels of comfort, okay? And the success and money flowing in, that in and of itself will give you that level of comfort for Capricorn for the second half of the month. For my Capricorns, okay? Okay, so a second 10, we are talking about a lot of abundance for you. Okay, if you look up that angel number meaning, but we have 2 here, felt the intuitive guidance, which you need to be trusting for oneself when you feel that something in your gut, right? You need to trust how an environment, if not multiple, is making you feel energy-wise, okay? And how you intuitively feel, and even how Spirit's communicating to you, how a situation will proceed, even if you're just deciding whether or not to jump into it in general, okay? Could be a work situation, whether or not to continue with it or to jump into it where you're living. You know what I mean? You can't ignore how something makes you feel overall. It affects the quality of your work over time. It can definitely affect your health in either of the situations we just spoke upon. For some of you, it's both, okay? But you deserve it all. That's a reminder as you shift on into the second half of the month. Okay, the number 22 is well coming into play. And we did, I think, have another the Two of Pentacles before. I'm going to shift this out, actually. Switch it out, rather. Better wording. Okay. Let's clarify each one once again, and then we'll speak upon what they mean. So don't be surprised as you make your way into the second half of the month and you're moving at a comfortable pace. Again, you might be feeling a bit burnt out, but there's this vibe where you don't feel the need to be rushed. Don't give in to any vibes in the air at work or at home if, you know, other people are feeling rushed, so it affects things to that extent. Don't allow for any customers, clientele, authority figures, even other nosy or bossy coworkers to make you feel stressed to rush or to pick up the pace. I feel like you're on point with the pace you're moving. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, but I do feel like there's levels of motivation for you, to say the very least, as you shift into this part of the month. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Wands to begin the second half of the month once again. And so I feel as if for some drawn to this reading, the progression of something, the growth of something, the business flowing in for my entrepreneurs even, or you getting to the top of the ladder, right? Or to this new position or new promotion for oneself at the current company you're working for. However it works for you, you're feeling the moving towards a certain goal or a certain landmark for oneself. Or even, again, just growth in general, things prospering. Feeling it's moving a bit slowly, okay? But I do feel as if Spirit's reminding you everything's happening at the pace it's meant to, in divine timing, all right? But even, this could be more in regards to a financial investment. Say you want the perfect housing situation, your own studio or one-bedroom apartment, or just a better location for oneself. You could be looking to move long distance, or even that perfect car once again. But you're feeling the process of getting to acquiring that, entering your situation even. It's a bit slow, but everything happens when it's meant to. And I feel as if when the time comes for you to jump into that opportunity, or acquire whatever that is for you, you'll look back and think, wow, that actually made so much sense to delay it for one, if not multiple important reasons. Okay. It just reminds you to just go with the flow and trust and make the best until the best. Okay. But I do feel like there's sparks of confidence coming back to be in regards to the fact that things are just unraveling and even feeling a bit stagnant at certain points or kept the same, purposely. Okay. I hope that was put well. It kind of blanked out. But the Ten of Cups, to move on to the middle of the second half of the month, clarified by the Lovers. There's a decision to make, all right? Again, abundance with the number 1010. But there's a decision, if not multiple, you're being pushed to make at this point in the month, if not be prepared to make in the upcoming year, okay? Or at the end of this month, potentially. Now, this could be in regards to an investment like we've been mentioning, one of the many that are possible, or it could be in regards to a switch up, in your career. Could be because where you're working, whether it's from home or or at a company that's making you a bit nervous. We can't have that, okay? But for some of you, it could be you being given, due to the leadership view of oneself in the eyes of others, an important choice at the work environment, okay? Very, very interesting. But I do feel like you're needing to sort of reevaluate in a very mature manner and not overcomplicate, and just trust your intuition and the spiritual guidance you're getting and recognize you'll figure it out. I do feel like for some, your connection to somebody else comes into play in regards to this decision, potentially wanting the assistance, the vibing back and forth with them to make it, but you're not sure that it will make it easier to decide. Okay, you're not sure that it will fully help at all. I'm getting a very marriage or just financially intertwined kind of connection, relationship. Anyways, that's obviously not for everybody, but this important choice that you're being prepared for or making at this point will benefit you down the line, okay? Leave you with more happiness, more comfort, more fulfillment. But I just feel like it's a life-changing kind of transformative month for you, where you're wrapping up the month feeling quite passionate, being reminded with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords before. Just because you don't fully see the way and you're going through a balancing act and you're weighing out options, right? Investing your time when it comes to researching and just figuring things out for oneself, right? But just feeling a bit confused still all the meanwhile. You don't have to have all the answers to move forward, okay? But it is this vibe where even if it's at a certain point, about, I want to say the halfway point of this last chunk of the month, you spark this level of passion, or re-spark that level of passion to just keep moving forward, right? It's like, I'm confused, right? I don't fully get it. I don't have all the answers, but I trust that they'll come to be when they're meant to, right? I don't have all the success or this perfect situation for myself or investment for myself yet, but I'll move forward in a very, okay, they're saying feisty, but just determined way and get what I desire, okay? But I just feel like as well, in a very motivated way, you're reminding other people around you at work, at home, both, in just your day-to-day life, that when you march to the beat of your own, okay, Capricorn drum, your own drum in general, depending on who's inspired by you, the success comes to be, okay? But I just feel like your passion is shining bright to wrap up the month, and this is leaving you even more victorious. And so Spirit's saying that's going to lead you towards whatever you've been longing for and just feeling as if you deserve at this point along your path, okay? It's a month where you're being reminded that your confidence, your passion, it's leading you towards and wrapping you up with even more success as the money flows on in. The victory is yours for the taking. People are viewing you as a leader, and things are growing and prospering as they're meant to. As Spirit's saying, in the year of 2023, there's even more of what we just mentioned, plus some, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.